Evil Squid Comics podcast. We are part of the Collector's Maze Network.
Don.
Scott.
And Drew.
All right, Somna. This is through a distillery, but it's without vowels.
Without vowels.
Yeah, it's distillery, but without any.
Okay.
Just see distillery.
Oh,
I guess
didn't
except
even
Y
notice.
is sometimes a vowel, so I guess that's
There you go. It's sometimes got vowels.
So this is a witch book. It's about witches, kind of. Well, actually, kind of it is about.
Oh, it's definitely got a witch theme in there, and it's kind of during that Salem witch trial era.
Kind of Crucible vibe, but
Yeah.
basically, there's this young wife who's apparently really horny, and her husband is not having any of it for some reason. But they draw her
Well, because he's very busy. He's all into his work, in which he's going down.
But he
and
comes home
chasing
from
down.
work, and his wife is throwing herself at him, and he's like, what are you doing? I don't want any of that. Okay, dude, whatever. So I don't get that part, but whatever. But the reason I bought this was because it was Becky Cloonan art, who I really like Becky Cloonan. But then Tula Lotay does some of the sequences as well, and I don't really care for.
So is Tula doing the more
The more paintery
watercolor?
stuff?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Becky Cloonan is more like brush
Which is
work
more
and
the
line
dream world.
Yeah.
And then when
But
it's
then
more
towards
in
the
the
end,
real.
it kind of mixes.
It does.
And so it doesn't really follow that much.
I would agree, but I think there's some weird mixing of things anyway. And so that does get me there, though. I mean, overall, I was kind of digging some of the story.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But the end is just way too fucked up for me. I mean, maybe
Really?
you liked it because it feels maybe some David Lynch aspect or something. I don't know, but it just kind of ended either abruptly or just maybe.
Did we read the same book?
I did, but I just felt like it just kind of ended where she got. I mean, I guess you know what happens to her, but I mean, I don't know. It may be a too little artsy type thing where, I guess the dark veil of death comes and takes her.
I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Maybe that's what happens when you die.
Is that
a demon comes and has sex with you.
and is screwing you while you're burning up.
Yeah, I think that's what
hell
happens.
or something. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Anyway, like I said, that's where I was like, okay. But at the end of the day, I guess she was a witch, and yeah, she's burning up in hell.
But she was a witch. That was the irony, right?
Is it? I don't know. She had something going on with a demon, and she was
she
predicting
kept
crap.
having bad dreams.
Yeah.
And this demon was haunting her. I don't know if that makes her a witch. She doesn't cast any
spells.
Okay.
So instead, it was more.
But her friend was like
influenced by a demon, so she needed an exorcism.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know either.
But I mean, the gist of the story is, someone gets killed and they're trying to figure out, well, first they burn a witch and then someone gets killed.
And she really wasn't a witch.
And she wasn't really a witch. And I don't think this lady's a witch, but she's being haunted by like a demon in dreams. And then I think she has a friend who's like having an affair who like is kind of conspiring. And then her friend kind of throws her under the bus.
Well, yeah.
Her friend was the one manipulating everything.
Her friend was the one who was manipulating everybody and even had the other girl killed.
Yeah.
So
and
then had her own husband killed even.
Yeah.
And then she could try to do this, and then she ends up, using her best friend to prove that she's the one who did all this crap, and then ultimately was getting her killed. Of course, it doesn't help when she's playing with herself when her dad comes. I mean, but when the husband comes home. So, but
true. So yeah, I don't know. It's got a lot of sensuality in it, a lot of sex. So I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, witch would probably dig it.
Yeah.
It was okay.
The art is great.
The art is pretty good. It's really good. I think the story is just kind of there, like you said. There's not a lot to it. But I mean, it's well done, I guess. I think it won like an Eisner, which I don't really get, but it's been just for the art because I don't think the story was quite, anything amazing.
I would agree. I don't know that it was. Yeah, it seemed fairly bullish. I mean, you could kind of see where it was kind of going. I think a lot of ways, and
sure,
it didn't.
Not a lot of twists and turns.
That's right. I mean, where it ends up and where she's, spoiler alert, being, pretty much convicted as a witch and being put to death. I mean, yeah, you could kind of see that it was definitely a possibility with the story.
Sure.